Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the Game 1, the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Italian. He's a Japanese player and for me it is the allied side. This is a mod Bottleneck. And we arrive at the December 14th turn. More Japanese ships hitting a mine somewhere on the map. Here's a patrol craft trying to escape the area of Tarakan, but too late. APC trying to save some civilians, but no. This was US civilians. My Dutch submarine can finish off here a cargo ship in the port of Tarakan at night. And still partly loaded. Payback here at Pago. Robot attack here, good cargo ship. Too many hits here. 3 or 4. Yeah, that's for any kind of cargo ship too much. And the Japanese are following up, trying to land here at the French port. Hunting down my retreating British troopers. And Japanese also arrive at Guam. And Drabul. But there are only civilians left, so no fighting force to return fire. Now island. These are the Malayan troopers. Forced out of Jefferton some days before. This was the tankers. I was hoping that I can escape before the cruisers arrive, but no. At least the cruisers consuming all the torpedoes in the long range attack. But my task was not good. That was my Balipan tanker force. Hit but no explosion on this AK. Pity. And I think this is an AD, the Black Hawk. I was not able to leave Balipapan fast enough. Hit but an explosion on this tanker. Little luck so from my side. And here's a small AK trying to also rescue some civilians. But 2 battle cruisers are here at the Java Sea. So not only heavy cruisers at Balikpapan, also battle cruisers in the Java Sea, so I have nothing to stop this. No one here over Singapore. Ground attack north of Manila. Clear terrain, so not much I can hide. I can only dig in and wait that my 2 troopers arrive and then fall back to Manila, if this is even possible. The side effect is that the concentration of Italian is now away from Manila, so I can build up my Manila defense. No damage to the base of Manila means 100% effort to dig in and build more fort levels. And in China, everywhere a little. Yeah, all went down. After the battle yesterday at Tarakan, I was not expecting the cruisers immediately going for Balikpapan, but so maybe Italian was trying to find my cruisers and finish them off. The next hit but no explosion. Really terrible, unlucky. But to be expected in 41, 42. Some bombardment here at Windschau with some pre-dreadnoughts. Yeah, more damage to the industry and base and to the troopers. Landing at Manado. So Italian is still going quickly from base to base. No one here. This was this Chinese outpost blocking the road between the two bases, but it's more or less a little, for me, a position I cannot really defend. I was trying to escape before he attacked me, but he attacked earlier than expected, so I lost here. But I still hold here at the Mindanao. And this was the first time that the attack from the Japanese completely failed. And here's only a base force left in the hex. Victoria Point, no one here. I was able to get the base force from Victoria Point to Port Blair. Not that Port Blair is safe, but maybe I can do something with Port Blair. Victoria Point would be simply a dead end. No island, nothing. This is only some base force. So after the defeat of yesterday, it was a win for Italian today. But I only lost equipment what will be lost anyway normally. I was able to save these tankers and bring them down from Manila before, but I was not able to reach Java, so I was nearly successful, but at the end not successful. Good, see you soon. So, some Japanese aircraft losses today, but all ops, but at least they're correct. Ships lost, this time on my side. Okay, good tanker. Black Hawk. I don't really think that ADs are so important. They are more or less for me only cargo ships. And not so big tanker from the Dutch Navy. Most important is that here, they say at Kunching, there was a mine hit on a Kagero class destroyer. So let's check. There was the sound of a mine hit, and yeah, my Katze get a hit, mine hit. But if there was a sinking sound, I don't remember more. So, but maybe at least a Japanese destroyer is heavily damaged and locked in port for some time. So that is fine. Nothing else here at Hawaii to discuss, I would say. Still some Japanese subsidies between Hawaii and the west coast, but I don't have the ships or the time to set up everything correctly. So the first wave of ships have to sail single, then survive or die. Also no surprise here. The Japanese had a Rabul, but again there's no troopers more to defend here, only this Australian civilian. Sorry, I cannot save you. But Mosby is building up, slowly getting your equipment in and the broken pieces from all of this bases from before. Darwin also, I try to build up Darwin because I simply think it's a must to defend it as an allied player, even if it's make no sense for the game purpose because it's clear terrain. But if you don't try to defend Darwin, it's a little game, I would say. But of course, depending how both players compare to skill and experience. So this is a cruiser formation, was faster than I expected because it was last turn I think simply here. And I mean, they can reach it, but he's really doing it. My cruisers are here in port and repairing the damage and refueling. And there's some other tankers also waiting to repair the damage. So now we must see if Italien will shell Balikpapan. I have here some 120mm gun, so 4.7 inch. Japanese coming. I try to get these two guys out, but more reinforcements is coming here. I don't know. I guess he will be faster, so I only hope, or I can hope that my units scare Italian long enough before he attack me that I can get these two guys out and then fall back. If he's bringing in faster reinforcements and expecting a victory here in the clear terrain, then I have a problem. But even if I get defeated, it's I'm supposed to lose Philippines anyway. Nothing here at Malaya to discuss. Nothing at Burma. Still no activity from the Japanese. Only these two guys are moving slowly up the road or crossing the mountains. And in China is still complicated. I mean, not really complicated because not much happening. The Japanese forces may be moving up and try to take these two roads here, or hexes close to Changsha. But Changsha itself is also now heavily defended, level 4, 2000 AV nearly, and tons of supplies. So there was a shelling of Wenchao. The base gets some damage. Also light industries damage. Everything gets a little damage more or less. But in this mod, this is maybe something. So this mod changed that heavy industry don't produce more supplies. I mean, for allied, I would say that doesn't matter at all. Maybe it's matter for the Chinese, but not for the rest. So heavy industry is only producing equipment, not more supplies. But light industry produced double the supply. So not more one light industry produced one supply per turn, now it's double. So 75 light industry produce 150 supplies here per turn. And the repair cost I think is half. So you pay only 500 supplies for repair. So it's maybe makes sense. So this is why I still repairing light industry in China. In other games I would maybe not do it, but in this case I say I try to do it and see how I can handle the supply consumption. Good. Nothing else really to discuss. Victoria Point, my base force was able to escape and is now here at Port Blair. fully and loaded, yeah, from Victoria Point. There's not much fighting force, it's really only a base force, but I was able to save them. That was successful. This base belongs to Rangoon, so this base force I must bring to Rangoon, and this is the civilians I also need to rescue. So there's also a bunch of Dutch civilians waiting to be transported to Delhi. Because in Delhi I can put them back to the pool and rescue them more or less. Delhi or Sydney. This is the plus San Francisco. This is the three cities I can send units back to pool. You can always, I don't know, now I cannot check it. I think maybe in Sydney I can try to check it. But you have this disband button. If it's grey out, you cannot disband it because it's this hard lock. You cannot disband units. But if they are, yeah, here, this guys I can disband. So sometimes you can do it. This one cannot. I don't know exactly why, because it should be, but I don't know exactly the rule why some units you can disband and others you cannot. But Sydney, Delhi, San Francisco are the three bases. Maybe some more maybe Cape Town also, I don't know. Good, then see you next time. Take care, bye bye.